Greetings and salutations, everyone! Welcome to the first episode of a new series, Focal, created by some members of the FTOG community. So it's on an FTOG server. The server should be up right now. Head to the Discord if you want to check it out. This is a brand new pack. And along with Grok's episode, these are the first episodes ever made on this pack, as far as I know. So yeah, it's basically a special pack focused upon using Create to do stuff, and it's really cool. It's fairly simple. It's got quests, which I'll get to later. But, yeah, go check it out. Go give it a download. It's an awesome pack, and I'm sure you'll love it. As you can see, there are some non-create things in here. We got Ars Nouveau, and I'm just wearing the armor because it boosts my mana capacity, because you know me, you know I love a magic. I'm going to try not to use it too much for the whole series, but just to get started, it's great for mining and fighting and all of that kind of thing. But I have done some work to prep for this first episode. And also, Happy Easter, everyone! I got you a present. It's a new series. I hope you enjoy it. But I have done some work in the meantime to prepare for this first episode. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Fracture Co. Headquarters. That's right, we're finally seeing it. We've alluded to and mentioned Fracture Co. in previous series. Some of our previous series have been Fracture Co. employees. 2 of them, the last one specifically, but this is the first time we've actually seen Fracture Co. headquarters here. So it's a skyscraper. We got a courtyard with a unfractured flask. Even though it's Fracture Co., we've got an unfractured flask here as our little light statue with these copycat slices on lights. You see the windmills, we'll get to that in a minute, and then there's this little courtyard which I need to fill up with decorations. And sleeping bag. So, how this is going to work this episode, of course, is I'm just going to take a tour through the building and show you everything, because everything I've worked on so far is within this building. So we're just going to take a tour and see everything I've done. So first, we head into the ground floor with these framed glass doors from Create. That's sliding doors. Pretty cool, right? I haven't moved into the building really yet, so there's no furniture, there's no desks. It's just an empty skyscraper right now, but it's a really good start. So we have an elevator. I'm not going to take the elevator first. We'll take the elevator back down, maybe, because I'm going to take the stairs, which are in here. So, the way the lights work in this, none of this is spawnable, but it's dark, which gives a cool effect. So, yeah, first level is the lobby. The second level is Research and Development, or R&D. Also an empty floor, we have an elevator. Let's call her up. Look how fast that moves. And then the main point of R&D is to lead into that big factory building that you saw. So this is where all of our basic Create manual stuff goes. We're going to make contraptions and factories and machines later, but this is if I want to manually do something with Create, this is where I do it. So I've got a 7x5 manual or mechanical crafter, which is big enough to do all but one mechanical crafting recipe in this pack. We have our fans with fan blasting catalysts, which basically contains the material, and then you can blast it onto the depot without having to like contain it with blocks or anything. We got blasting, washing, smoking, haunting, and sanding so far, and then there's 2 more. There's ending and freezing that we're going to get at some point. I've also doubled up with a little precision mechanism crafting thing here. So we would put the cogwheels and iron ingots in there. We've got that. Yeah, you've seen that in other places. Over here, we have our crushing wheels. I have a barrel, chute leading into the crushing wheels, another chute, barrel. Easy enough. Downstairs, we have a setup for pressing, milling, and mixing. Over here, we have a cobblestone generator. Oh boy. So the way this basically works is there's lava above, infinite water source, and a drill behind. And then that's hoppering into this create item drawer, which is a new item for me, set to void mode, which means extra stuff will be voided in there, right? Is it not getting voided properly? It's just sitting there, which, okay, I need to look into that. Over here we have, well, I've already showed you this, and then we have our nether portal in the basement as well. This is kind of like our R&D lab. We've got 16 labs total, maybe 15 because one of them is a door. But yeah, it's really cool. As you may have noticed, this entire building is built out of cobblestone, but it's all different chipped cobblestone, so it gives a little bit more aesthetic. And then we have these metal railings and catwalks from Create Industrialized Architecture. And stairs, so yeah, this should be enough room for all of our Create stuff, and we can do some testing and build other one-off machines in here. All of which is powered by these rotating shafts, which exist there, 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 and there, and then on the bottom. I'll show you that when we get to the next floor, where the power is coming from. You probably saw the windmill up there, but I'll show you the exact setup. So, stairs for this one are over here. Now we head up to floor 3, logistics. We have our storage, classic fractured flask storage, but with walls for a little bit of a variety there. We got windows where we can look down, and of course, the elevator. And then if we head out this door, we'll see our power system for our R&D labs, which is 2 windmills belted to all of these down shafts. And it's all connected because I wanted it all on one stress network, which it is. So basically the entire lab has those, and then you saw we can just use belts to pull off of the main line and use it to power stuff. It's great. This is here for lighting purposes. I think it's pretty ingenious, because then I can just have access when I need it, and I can just pull it off the main line, and we'll power up. Let's ride the elevator up for the next one. This is our multi-purpose. This is where all the stuff I haven't found a place for yet goes. So we got a water source. We have Corral Tombstone in this pack, which, as opposed to a simple Gravestones mod, has a whole game mechanics and stuff. So basically, when you use this Ankh to pray here, when you kill stuff, when you die, when you plunder graves out in the world, you get Knowledge of Death points. Which, in here, you get more points, and then you can buy stuff. Buy boosts. So, I immediately focused on the Shadow Walker, so that improves our shift, or our sneak speed. So look at this, look how fast we are when we're sneaking, it's great. And then I've started working on Guardian, which means I take less damage. And then this guy just randomly spawned from the grave. Supposedly he'll fight things and protect the area, but there's nothing spawning up here. So he can also trade stuff for grave dust, though, which is a crafting ingredient. But that's all for the 4th floor. All of this stuff eventually will find another home, but for right now, that's where it lives. Alternative studies is where I've put my magic. So we've got a little enchanting apparatus, just enough to make the Arcanist armor. We've got a volcanic source link to feed in coal and logs and stuff. Then we have our imbuement chamber with those 3. We have Mage Bloom growing up here next to the water for the water wheel. That's running on the Create conveyor belt that I can filter to take stuff out of the imbuement chamber and not other things. Easier to change than necessarily a pipe, because you just right-click, whatever. And then that's going real slow, but it's faster than the imbuement chamber runs. And then those all go in here. So I've started making essence. This is our current glyph levels. Not a lot. I haven't bothered to get a lot of stuff, and I haven't bothered to collect a lot of the infusion stuff right now. So there's that. Those are for putting ingredients in so the chest can pull from them. I haven't progressed too far. I'm probably not gonna exhaustively do everything. I just wanted the mana. I wanted the armor for mana so that I have a little bit more mining room. Finally, we go up to floor 6, where we find our office. We've got our 5x5 office here. We're going to have a desk and a seat, and that's where my office is going to be, because I'm the CEO of Fracture Co. And then a secretary desk will go here. And that's pretty much all of that, but we have to head up to the top floor so I can show you how the elevator works. So much like in our Homestead series, we're using an elevator pulley, but I have designed a contained little thing, a contained little elevator mechanism. So if you look here, elevator pulley connected to the elevator. That's easy. Now, what we have here, we have water wheels all pumping into a gearbox up there, which is belted to a speed controller, which is then, in turn, belted to the elevator pulley. So, as it turns out, water wheels are capable of powering exactly 128 on the rotation speed controller, which is more than enough for this elevator. And it fits in the 5x5 elevator shaft. So I'm going to use this several more times in buildings in the future, but I want you to get a really good look at it just so you can replicate it if you want. I think this is a really good design for an elevator shaft. Very self-contained, very symmetrical, and you just have to have a shaft at the top for your elevator, but you're going to have that regardless anyway. And then, just to finish off the tour, we'll head up to the top floor, and we can look out at this beautiful plains where Fractopia will exist. That's right. Our plan for the series, I have claimed a 21 by 21 area. Huge, but not as big if you consider how big this building is. Not as big as you'd think. We're going to build a city. Fractopia's tagline is the city of today, because the things we're going to put in it exist now. It's not the city of tomorrow. We have the stuff now, so we're going to build a city. It's an ambitious plan, I know, but I think we can do it. Let me sleep real quick. Okay, that's the plan for that. Now, if I zoom out, you'll see we're on this little island that I have dubbed Horsehead Island for what should be obvious reasons. It's a horse with a thick neck, but, you know, I have died a lot. I think I've died 10 or 11 times in this series, so, you know, whatever. But I have also done some exploring. We got a village up there. I found a budding amethyst geode. I found a deep dark. I found an ancient city over here. There's a mob spawner there. There's another mob spawner there. So we'll do some work. We do have apothic spawners, but we can't pick them up with Silk Touch. So we have to use create contraptions to move spawners in this series. We'll see how much we get into that. There's a thing full of mobs that we'll explore in a later episode here. And I've kind of set out some ideas. Our train station is going to go in our bottom right corner because we're going to build trains, and then I'm thinking the train line will run along the skyline of the city so you can like get a good view of it, and then up. There's another person just like right up here, maybe a train bridge in the future or something. We've got a little nether incursion, and then over here is a big tower that I have planned. I'm excited about that one. Honestly, there's a lot of cool stuff in this pack. Let me show you the quests real quick, though. So there's this welcome page. It tells you a bunch of cool stuff, that one-off stuff that doesn't really have a quest line involved. Backpacks, wrench, building gadgets. Building gadgets don't cost power, so I have them all the ones I need, except the destruction gadget maybe. But you can use them without power for free, and they've been very helpful in building this gigantic cobblestone building. Next, we have the general create quest line. Pretty standard, all your cool create stuff. Trains, contraptions, logistics. We have building with create, which is all the decorational stuff. You can see, as I start using these, we'll check them off, because I don't think they come with, none of them come with rewards, just to tell you about it. Cooking with create, we have a game of, or there's a cooking with create. Ratatouille is the name of the mod, which gives you some cooking options. It's cool. We'll play with this. Ultimate Factory shows you all the stuff you can automate, which I'm going to want to get into these pretty quick, because we're going to need stuff to build our city. So I've already done the cobble, and then machines later. I have plans for that. We'll find out about those next episode. The Factory Must Grow is like a heavy industry create mod, so that'll be fun. And then create North Star, we can go to space with contraptions. Mars, Mercury, the moon. It'll be really cool. Eventually we'll go to space with create, and it'll be awesome. And then finally, Ars Nouveau, Malum, and Occultism are the packs that we have, or the magic mods that we have here. So we'll play with those. So yeah, that's the plan for the series. I've just come out into free cam here to get you a good look at the building. We got 2x3 chunks here, 2 chunks here, and 1 chunk for the main skyscraper. It's not done. It still needs some decoration, still need a Fracture Co. words to tell you what building it is, maybe a bigger logo, and of course the interior needs decorating, but it's a really good start, and I'm really proud of how this building has turned out. 2 things I want to do this time around. Increase my building skills, and use create for stuff. So that's why we're building a city. It's going to be great. Next episode, depending on what I have time to get done, we might start working on our factory, which is going to be over here in this corner. And my plan, I have a really interesting plan, but I'm going to save that for next episode, because that's about going to be it for this episode. Go check out the Modpack on CurseForge. It's really cool. People worked really hard on it. And it's going to be a great series, and I'm so excited. But, until next time, thanks for watching. Later.